They call him Dr. Lou. It is time for his visit to the Rick and Bubba show.
His first time on TNN, Rick.
First time on TNN. The TV cameras now see what all of you have been hearing.
Not in that shot, but he will in a minute.
Dr. Lou.
Dr. Lou, Dr. Lou, that's Dr. Lou, Dr. Lou. The doctor will see you now.
What about it, Dr. Lou?
Ladies and gentlemen of the United States of America, Richard, William, esteemed colleagues, co-hosts, and TNN viewers, I stand before you a proud U.S. citizen, and to make an announcement today that makes me even prouder. I will be running as a candidate in the Independent Party for the President of the United States of America.
Yeah. We vote Lou! We vote Lou! We vote Lou! We vote Lou!
Some people out there asking themselves, what in the world can Coach Lou Holtzsh do for us? And I declare, I will follow in the footsteps of presidential greats Adrian Lincoln and Ross Perot to get this nation back to where it needs to be.
We vote Lou! We vote Lou! We vote Lou!
Sing 'em! And I know you're sitting in your chairs there thinking, just like the two sexiest fat men alive, how can Coach Lou bring our nation back to prominence? And the answer is more maps of the Iraq and South Africa.
Yay! Okay! All right! We vote Lou! We vote Lou!
More new maps!
More new maps! More new maps! More new maps! Sing 'em! Every time, by the way. Every time we need that.
You know where it's from?
But aside from maps, I know that there are many Americans concerned with the rights of little people. In fact, in my visit to Tuscaloosa this past week, I met a man named Nick. He works hard, puts in many hours in the office. He's a successful small businessman. And he opened up to me about the discrimination that he receives every time he walks onto a McDonald's playground and can't play in the balls. And I assure you, I will fight for little people's right to party.
We vote Lou! We vote Lou! We vote Lou! Sing 'em!
But that's not all. I care about little people, but I also care about bomb control, particularly F-bomb control. This isn't a subject that either of my competitors have touched on, but it poses a danger to the innocence of children and of college football. And on my campaign visit to Gainesville, Florida last week, I met a hard-working man named Will. And he looked me in the eyes and said, Lou, I want more freedom to drop bombs whenever I want. But I tell you, Will, as President of the United States, we will enforce stricter bomb control and we will tighten legislation to ensure that there will be no more F-bombs. And I assure you, Mr. Muschamp, we will deploy more and more mothers with soap bars to wash your mouths out until we have a cleaner college football TV viewing experience.
We won't lose! We won't lose! Sing 'em!
No more bombs.
No more bombs! No more bombs! No more bombs!
But a cleaner college football TV viewing experience is only the tip of the iceberg of what I will do when you elect me to be your president. One of the first items on my agenda will be to enforce stricter legislation on mothers taking their children to Pee Wee football games and breaking universal flashlight language laws in the process. This has to stop. These minivan moms are out of control. And when I get into office, I will arrest any and all mothers who disobey flashlight motioning stop and go legislation.
Yeah! We won't lose! We won't lose! We won't lose! We won't lose! Check 'em!
And there's no doubt that in this country, people are taken advantage of every day. And I can't tell you how many people I've spoken with that have told me of their struggles to succeed because of unfair advantages that others are receiving. I was recently in Auburn, Alabama, where a man named Gene told me of his struggles to succeed in his business. And Gene, I agree that you are at a disadvantage with your business, and I promise you that when I get into office, I will propose and pass the Plainsman Act, which will give you the right to put 23 players on the field at once so that you will succeed indeed.
23.
Hey.
23. Suck 'em.
Won't help.
And speaking of succeeding, there is nothing, and we can all agree on this, there is nothing that keeps a nation more powerful than a strong military presence.
Yep.
And as Commander-in-Chief, I will appoint the best and the brightest and the most experienced as my Secretary of Defense. With the assistance of former LSU quarterbacks Jordan Jefferson, we will kick our opponent's military members right in the face.
Oh! In your face! In your face! Suck 'em.
And while nothing is more important than keeping our people safe, we need not diminish the importance of providing for each and every player in the world of college football. And that's why I will propose and pass the Newton Act. This will ensure that each and every NCAA athlete will receive a free laptop and $180,000 cash for their contributions to college athletics.
All right! Newton Acts! Newton Acts! Newton Acts! Suck 'em.
But Lou and 1-2 doesn't stop here. I recognize the fact that many across our country are struggling in this economy to even provide food to put on the table for their families.
Right.
And this breaks my heart.
Yes.
However, my plan is to pass a new piece of legislation called the Wise Khaki Kansas Act.
There you go.
This will halt production of triple and quadruple husky-sized khakis, saving us billions of dollars in khaki fabric to give to our agricultural department. Read my lips. No more Kansas-sized khakis.
Yay! Kansas-sized khakis! Kansas-sized khakis! Suck 'em.
Well, that's hard to chant.
It is. That's not an easy chant.
You're just talking like me and chanting that. But America, Kansas-sized khakis are only the beginning of the change that the Lou administration will pioneer for this great country. It is also critical that our foreign policies reflect a powerful stance in this volatile world economy. That is why I will appoint the most intelligent American that I know to make critical decisions on our international relations. I am pleased to announce that my vice presidential running mate will be the most talented child in the history of our country. Miss Honey, can I get a Band-Aid for this? Boo-boo! Lou-boo! Lou-boo!
Lou-boo! Lou-boo! Lou-boo! Lou-boo! Suck 'em.
Citizens of the United States,
Lou-boo.
viewers of TNN, listeners of the Rick and Bubba Show, I will end this by thanking you in advance for your vote this next Tuesday. There is no doubt in my mind that we will take this election, and I will make my way into the Oval Office next week. For this I know, because Reese Dismuke's dad tells me so.
That's so awful.
Tell me so. Hey,
Tell me so. Hey, tell me so. Suck 'em. Look at Lou. Oh my God. You all over, Lou?
Thank you for your nomination. I have nothing left on my script.
And nothing left. Hey, nothing left. Hey, nothing left. Suck 'em. All right, we'll